just about ready to go. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Pablo Lopez. What do you got on him, Chris?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them. First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Look out.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. One gone here.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's Mike Trout. Next pitch is outside.
2-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
And here is Nolan Shanuel. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. And there's a foul ball.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So a 2 out. Bottom of the first, this is Willie Castro. And that's downstairs and outside. That's inside, and that's ball 3. Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now the lineup for the Twins is constructed by Rocco Baldelli. Singing this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
And the pitch.
That's out.
In the air, left field. Ward sizing it up. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
Batting third, the shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa. Two outs. In the dirt. 2-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Breaking ball inside. Full count now.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And that's inside and a good at bat, ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Byron Buxton. Right through there for a strike. That misses the zone. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just off the inside edge.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
That one is hammered right field. Trout ranges back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Through an inning, no score here on the show. Top of the second. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Zach Neto. And he takes a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Inside, just missed.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
The kick, the 3-2. Ground ball, left side, and it goes just foul. 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Lopez checks over to first, and he's back. Runner takes off. That one is absolutely belted. Gone. He muscles that one out of here. And now they're out in front. It's 2-0.
Well, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here is Moncada. The 1-1 is fouled off.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Pablo Lopez the strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
1-2.
Still only one out here in the inning. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. That one missed. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 7.
Here's Joe Adele. That
2-1.
not close. 2-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Next one misses, and the count's full. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed
1
there.
ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
2 outs. Got him swinging. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back at target field now, Matt Wallmer.
The right fielder.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Outside low, and it's 3-2. In the air, left field, down the line. Ward takes it in for the out. 1 down.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Royce.
Here's Royce Lewis. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging. The high heat too much on that one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ty France getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Moncada sizing this one up. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail things here 2-0. Back in Minnesota, and the batter now, Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Now all even up. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
All over that one right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Schanuel. And a 1-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Up and in, 2-2. To third, Lewis. To Lee. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Angels 2 and the Twins nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Brooks Lee.
The second baseman, Brooks Lee.
On the ground to the left, Moncada tosses across to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. 1 out, bases empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. Zips it across, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. Here's a 1-1. Upstairs.
2-1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Downstairs, and it misses ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his
Now
spot.
batting,
Hitter
the
didn't
left
offer
fielder,
at it. Now he has
Harrison
somebody to worry about over at first.
Bader.
So man aboard, and now Bader up to the plate. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
Castro off of first with 2 away. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 3 innings complete. Angels 2 and the Twins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Zach Neto. And he grounds one back up the middle to first. Out. And a quick out, number 1. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe.
Logan O'Hoppe.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here is Yoan Moncada.
Baseman, number 5, Yoan Moncada.
Ball 2.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Angels held in check, but they're on top 2-0. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
up
four.
for the
Now
Twins,
Correa up to
the
hit.
shortstop, Carlos.
One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Oh, he gloves it. The throw. Pretty nice play there.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Swings and misses, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The Angels up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground, slides for the stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And now the count is even. 2 outs, base is empty. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Here's a high chopper. Rengifo tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rengifo. That one inside. 2 balls and a strike. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Jorge Alcala, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Coulombe also throwing. And now it's even up. And that skips in the dirt.
Full count.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So up next, Joe Adell. And that misses. And it's 2-1.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Rengifo gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's down and away. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up. Boom gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Man at first, one away. Strike three, struck him out for the third time today.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond, and the inning is over. Angels strand one. Back at target field, and now the first baseman, Ty France.
The first baseman, Ty France.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ben Joyce, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Burke warming up as well. Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it's caught for the out.
The batter, number 2.
And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. So now 1-2.
1-2.
This to third. Moncada slings to first. Out. Home man for the 5th inning. Moving along. 2 quick outs.
The catcher.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Gets under it and pops it up. He's got it, and that's the inning. Down go the Twins in order, and they're down 2-0.
Now pitching for
so
the
out
Twins,
of the pen comes the right-hander, Jorge Alcala.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the DH, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Misses outside, 2-1. On the ground to first. Gets to it with a slide. Throw to the pitcher, and they get the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. In the air, right side. That one gets down for a hit.
Got a change up and a pretty good one too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. Misses off the inside, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Shanuel, the base runner at first with one out. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one close, ruled a ball. Full count, 3-2.
That was pretty close on the inside, and obviously he's not too happy with the call out there on the mound as he lets the umpire hear it a little bit. This is where you can't let that frustration compound itself, though. You got to let it out and move on.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Logan O'Hoppe. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
In the dirt. Goes to second. Save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 3.
Third baseman, number 5.
Man at first, and now here is Yoan Moncada. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one in the air center field. Buxton moves under it. Nabs it, and that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Activity in the bullpen. Kenley Jansen, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Just off the outside edge, and the count is even, 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
That one fouled off, 2-2. struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner.
Fires across the diamond, and the Twins go 1, 2, 3. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Angels 3 and the Twins nothing.
Now pitching for
Coming
the
out of the
Twins,
bullpen for the Twins, Brock
number
Stewart.
61, Brock Stewart.
So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo.
Here's a 1-1. That's a little bit low. And that one ripped into right, and that's just foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Next one off the plate inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Michael Tonkin up and throwing. Coulombe, the lefty, warming up as well. Fouls one off. 2-2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Now batting, left fielder Taylor Ward.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Taylor Ward. And that's outside. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Buxton going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Kenley Jansen.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hard hit to third. Tosses to first.
He's out.
And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine,
Now
but that
batting,
doesn't mean it's
the
always
right
going to be
fielder,
smooth. He
Matt.
delivered a good play right there.
Wallner.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Handles, throws to
That's an
first.
out.
2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages
Now
of the
batting,
game. It
the
might
third
not be the
baseman,
most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
The Twins down to their final out. Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. Two outs. Off the
No,
mark there,
too low.
and it's 2-1. There's the swing and a miss.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you
strikes.
got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The Twins down to their final strike.
Point three.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game, and when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher, and they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. Kenley.